Have you ever felt powerless when your children ignore you or show you no respect? Do you find yourself wondering where you went wrong? If so, you're not alone. Parenting is one of the most challenging journeys, and every parent, at some point, faces this issue. Why does this happen? Children don't wake up one day and decide to be disrespectful. Their behavior is shaped by multiple factors, including emotional struggles, lack of communication, and even the way we, as parents, respond to them. Sometimes, children feel unheard. They ignore their parents because they believe their voice isn't valued. Sometimes, they are overwhelmed. Stress from school, friendships, or internal struggles can manifest as rebellion. Sometimes, it's about independence. As children grow, they naturally test boundaries to establish their sense of self. The common mistakes parents make. Reacting with anger and shouting. It's natural to feel frustrated when your child disrespects you, but reacting with anger often fuels the conflict rather than resolving it. Over-controlling or being too strict. When rules become suffocating, children push back harder, seeking autonomy. Ignoring the issue altogether. Some parents give up, hoping the phase will pass. But unresolved disrespect can grow into deeper relationship issues. Here's the truth: respect isn't demanded, it's cultivated. What you'll learn today. In this video, I will share practical and mindful techniques to help you rebuild respect, strengthen your connection with your child, and restore peace in your home. And here's the best part: you can do it without yelling, punishments, or power struggles. So, take a deep breath. Let's begin. Step 1. Control your emotions, the key to restoring respect. Imagine this: your child talks back to you, rolls their eyes, or simply walks away when you're speaking. You feel the frustration boiling inside. Your instinct tells you to raise your voice or demand obedience. But wait, before you react, take a deep breath. What you do next will determine everything. Why staying calm is essential. When parents react with anger, children respond with more negativity. It turns into a power struggle: who is louder, who is stronger, who is in control. Instead of fostering respect, this only builds resentment. Children mirror our emotions. If we react with anger, they learn to do the same. If we model patience, they learn emotional control. Practical ways to manage your emotions. Pause before reacting. The moment you feel anger rising, take a deep breath. Count from 1 to 10 in your mind before responding. This simple pause helps shift your focus from reacting emotionally to responding wisely. Use a mental mantra. Whisper to yourself, "I am the adult. I will not let my emotions control me." This reminds you that your role is to teach, not to fight. Change your perspective. Instead of seeing your child's behavior as defiance, ask yourself, what is my child trying to express? Often, misbehavior is a call for attention, connection, or emotional release. The long-term benefit. When you consistently manage your emotions, your child learns to do the same. They will start mirroring your patience, problem-solving skills, and emotional control. Respect isn't demanded, it's demonstrated. So the next time your child tests your patience, pause, breathe, and lead with wisdom. You'll be amazed at how powerful this small shift can be. Step 2. Understand your child's emotions before reacting. Why do children sometimes act disrespectfully? Why do they roll their eyes, refuse to listen, or push back when you speak? The answer is simple: they're not just being defiant, they are expressing emotions they don't yet know how to handle. Why does disrespect happen? Children don't misbehave for no reason. Often, their disrespectful behavior is a symptom of an unmet emotional need. Stress and frustration: maybe they're overwhelmed by school, friendships, or personal struggles. Feeling unheard: if a child feels like their opinions don't matter, they might act out to gain attention. Seeking independence: as they grow, they naturally push boundaries to establish their identity. How to listen instead of criticizing. Instead of immediately correcting disrespectful behavior, seek to understand it first. Don't say, "Stop being rude. You must respect me." Try this instead, "I can see that you're upset. Do you want to talk about what's bothering you?" This simple shift turns a power struggle into a conversation. When a child feels heard, they become more open to listening. The key benefit. When you acknowledge their emotions instead of dismissing them, your child will feel respected. And when they feel respected, they will naturally begin to show more respect in return. Respect is not about forcing obedience. It's about fostering connection. The next time your child talks back, take a deep breath, lower your voice, and ask, "What's going on? I'm here to listen." You'll be surprised at how quickly their attitude changes. Step 2. Understand your child's emotions before reacting. Why do children sometimes act disrespectfully? Why do they roll their eyes, refuse to listen, or push back when you speak? The answer is simple: they're not just being defiant, they are expressing emotions they don't yet know how to handle. Why does disrespect happen? Children don't misbehave for no reason. Often, their disrespectful behavior is a symptom of an unmet emotional need. Stress and frustration, maybe they're overwhelmed by school, friendships, or personal struggles. Feeling unheard, if a child feels like their opinions don't matter, they might act out to gain attention. Seeking independence, as they grow, they naturally push boundaries to establish their identity. How to listen instead of criticizing. Instead of immediately correcting disrespectful behavior, seek to understand it first. Don't say, "Stop being rude. You must respect me." Try this instead, "I can see that you're upset. Do you want to talk about what's bothering you?" This simple shift turns a power struggle into a conversation. When a child feels heard, they become more open to listening. The key benefit. When you acknowledge their emotions instead of dismissing them, your child will feel respected. And when they feel respected, they will naturally begin to show more respect in return. Respect is not about forcing obedience. It's about fostering connection. The next time your child talks back, take a deep breath, lower your voice, and ask, "What's going on? I'm here to listen." You'll be surprised at how quickly their attitude changes. Step 3. Set clear boundaries, teach responsibility, not control. Children need structure, not strict control. When there are no boundaries, they feel lost. When there are too many rules, they feel trapped. The key is balance, setting clear, fair boundaries that they can understand and follow. What not to do. Too many rules. If there are too many restrictions, children may start to rebel just to regain a sense of control. Extreme punishments, harsh consequences like taking away all privileges for small mistakes only lead to resentment. How to set boundaries the right way. Keep it simple and clear. Instead of a vague rule like, "Be responsible," say, "If you want to use your phone, you need to finish your homework first." This connects responsibility with privilege in a way that makes sense. Consequences must be logical and fair. If they don't do their homework, no phone for the evening. If they miss their curfew, they lose the privilege to go out the next time. These are natural consequences that make sense, rather than random punishments. Why this works. When children understand why a rule exists and the consequences of breaking it, they feel less controlled and more responsible. This teaches accountability instead of obedience. Boundaries aren't meant to punish, they're meant to guide. When set correctly, they build self-discipline, respect, and a sense of responsibility that will benefit your child for life. So next time you set a rule, ask yourself, is this teaching my child or just controlling them? That small change in mindset makes all the difference. Step 4. Be the role model, teach by example. Children don't learn from what you say, they learn from what you do. If you want respect, you have to show them what respect looks like. Your actions shape their behavior more than any lecture ever could. Why is this important? Kids are like mirrors, they reflect what they see at home. If they see patience, kindness, and respect, they will practice the same. If they see anger, criticism, or disrespect, they will repeat that too. How can you lead by example? Listen before you speak. If you expect your child to listen to you, show them how to do it. Don't interrupt when they are talking. Let them finish their thoughts. Control your emotions. When you're frustrated, take a deep breath before reacting. Instead of yelling, calmly express what you need from them. Apologize when you're wrong. Many parents expect their children to apologize, but do you do the same? Saying, "I was wrong," teaches humility and accountability. Speak to them with respect. Instead of saying, "Stop being so lazy," try, "I see that you're struggling. How can I help you get started?" Why this works? Kids don't need perfection, they need consistency. If you demand respect but don't give it, they will resist. The way you treat them today is how they will treat others tomorrow. So next time you expect respect from your child, pause and ask yourself, am I modeling the behavior I want to see in them? If the answer is no, it's time to start. Because great parenting isn't about controlling your child, it's about leading them. Step 5. Build connection beyond conflict, strengthen the bond. If every conversation with your child is about rules, discipline, or problems, they will start avoiding you. To truly influence them, you must build a relationship beyond conflict. Why is this important? Children don't just need discipline, they need connection. If they feel like all you do is correct them, they will tune you out. The stronger the relationship, the less defiance you will face. How to strengthen connection with your child? Spend intentional time together. It doesn't have to be anything big. Just 15 minutes of undistracted time can make a difference. Find a shared activity, maybe it's taking a walk, playing a game, cooking together, or just listening to music. Talk about their world. Instead of only asking about school or responsibilities, ask them about their favorite shows, games, or dreams. What made them happy today? What's something they're excited about? Be present, not just physically, but emotionally. When they talk, really listen instead of just waiting for your turn to speak. Why this works? Connection creates cooperation. When kids feel loved and heard, they naturally respect and listen more. Prevents resentment. If all they associate with you is discipline, they will resist your authority. Makes discipline easier. When they feel close to you, they will care more about your expectations. Correction without connection leads to rebellion. So, next time you correct your child, ask yourself, when was the last time we had a moment of joy together? If you can't remember, it's time to create one. Because a strong parent-child bond doesn't happen during arguments. It happens in the small, everyday moments. Step 6. Give your child time to reflect. Let growth happen naturally. Disrespect doesn't disappear overnight. Change takes time, and the best way to help your child grow is to give them space to reflect. Why is this important? Kids don't always realize the impact of their words and actions in the moment. If we force them to apologize right away, it may not be genuine, it will just be a way to escape punishment. Giving them space allows them to internalize their mistakes and learn from them naturally. How to apply this in real life? After a disagreement, don't rush to fix things immediately. Instead of demanding an apology, say, "I know we had a tough conversation. Take some time to think about it, and we'll talk when you're ready." Allow natural consequences to teach them. If they were rude, let them feel the distance it creates, rather than forcing them to act okay right away. This helps them learn why respect and kindness matter, rather than just fearing punishment. Trust the process. Children who are given time to reflect develop emotional intelligence and self-awareness. They learn to take responsibility for their actions, not just because they have to, but because they understand why. Discipline is not about control. It's about guidance. So instead of pushing for instant obedience, give them the gift of time to grow. Final takeaway and call to action. Raising respectful children isn't about demanding obedience, it's about guiding them with wisdom and patience. Let's quickly recap the 6 powerful steps to handle disrespect without yelling or punishments. Control your emotions, stay calm, because your reaction shapes theirs. Listen and understand, sometimes, disrespect is just a cry for help. Set clear boundaries, rules should be firm but fair. Lead by example, if you want respect, show it first. Create connection moments, a strong relationship outside of conflict prevents power struggles. Give them time to reflect, change doesn't happen overnight, but growth takes time. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever faced a situation where your child ignored or disrespected you? How did you handle it? Share your thoughts in the comments. Next video, 5 ways to make your child listen without yelling. Don't forget to subscribe for more parenting wisdom.